Unit 3, Close Reading and Adjectives, Assignment 1, Reading for Sequence. In this lesson, you will learn how to put events in sequence and read for details. You will read a story and then put things in the story in the order they happened. You will be able to look at a group of pictures and place them in sequence to tell a story too. You will also get a chance to use your writing skills by including sequence words while you write about an event that has happened to you. You will describe ways that writers signal sequence in written works and use sequence words to write a personal narrative paragraph. Vocabulary. We have one vocabulary word, and that vocabulary word is sequence. Sequence is the order in which things happen. The order in which things happen is called sequence. Special words such as first, next, then, finally are clues to tell you the order in which things happened. Question 1. Complete the sentence with the correct word and be sure to spell it correctly. Blank is the order of events in which things happen in a narrative. Sequence is a word that describes the coming of one thing or an idea after another in a special order. For example, the alphabet is a sequence of letters. The letters always come one after another in a special order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. Numbers are ordered in a sequence from smallest to largest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The number 4 must follow the number 3 to be in proper sequence. The events of your day are in sequence too. You get up in the morning, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you go to bed at night. In fact, everything that happens occurs in some order that we call a sequence. You are going to watch a video below to learn more. I'm going to narrate while you're watching this silent video. Everything that happens to silent Sal is going to happen in a certain order. The sequence tells the story of what happened to him. When authors write a story using sequence, the events in a story happen in a special order. Each part of the sequence is usually in a paragraph by itself. All of these paragraphs together make up the sequence of a story. Paying attention to sequence is a good reading skill. It will help you remember what you read. Writers use special words to let the reader know the sequence of a story. These words include the following: first, second, next, then, now, before, during, until, last, finally. There are also words like after and afterwards. Today, tomorrow, yesterday, suddenly. Those are all time order words. Now we're going to read the story of the 4th of July. When you read, you're going to look for the sequence of events. The 4th of July is always a big day for my family. Mom is up very early getting our picnic lunch ready. Joseph and I get up and hurriedly do the chores. After breakfast, Dad loads our things, a tarp, a quilt or two, and the lunch basket into the pickup, and away we go to Silver City. Almost all the people of Silver City turn out for the 4th of July celebration. At 10 o'clock, the parade starts. The floats come first, and then the funny clowns. The rodeo queen and her princesses ride by on their beautiful, high-stepping horses. The Silver City High School band and all the old cars come last. After the parade, it's lunchtime. Some people go to the city barbecue, but we usually eat our basket lunch under a big shade tree near the rodeo grounds. We spread our tarp on the ground, take out our lunch, and sit down. How good the fried chicken, potato salad, and lemonade taste. Mom always decorates a big cake for the 4th of July, and it is so delicious. After lunch, the rodeo begins. Many of our friends ride in several events. We really clap when Shorty ropes the calf or when Emmett rides the bucking horse for 10 full seconds. So funny when the clowns come into the arena and do silly things. Once in a while, a cowboy gets thrown off his horse, but when he jumps up and waves his hat at the crowd, everyone laughs and claps. When the summer afternoon showers come, we are glad that we have brought the tarp to put over us. All too soon, the rodeo is over and it's time to start for home. The 4th of July is over for us, but in Silver City, there will be fireworks after dark. Sometimes, if we really look hard, we might see something light up at the sky in the direction of Silver City as we drive home. Joseph and I soon fall asleep in the back of the bouncing pickup truck. Let's look at the first paragraph. There are some sequence words that help us to know what is going in order. They're underlined and bolded. Up very early, after, at 10 o'clock, first, then. We can see that the sequence words in bold and underline, the author is telling us the order of the day. The events of the first paragraph happened in this order. Mom is up early packing a picnic lunch. Dad loaded the things needed for the picnic into the pickup. At 10 o'clock, the parade starts. The floats come first. The clowns come next. The high school band and the old cars come last. Question 2. Which event happened before the rodeo was over? The 4th of July is over. The family eats lunch. Joseph and I fell asleep in the back of the pickup truck. Question 3. Who was the first to get ready for the 4th of July? Joseph, Mom, Dad. Question 4. What sequence word is used in the second paragraph to signal that it is lunchtime? After, before, now. Question 5. Comics use sequence to help tell a story. In this story, Asa wakes up out of bed, eats breakfast, and then rides her bike to school. Number the pictures to show what happened first, second, and third. There's a drop-down box to the right side of each picture. You're going to choose which one came first, which one came second, and which one came third. As a writer, you will want to use sequence words when writing a story in order. Let's write about the start to Liz's typical school day. Here are the events. Arrived at school, rode her bike, woke up with alarm buzzing, ate breakfast, took a shower, packed up backpack. Right now the events don't make a lot of sense at all. Try to put them in order using sequence words. Think about the first event. First, Liz woke up with the alarm buzzing. These are the remaining events. Think about what would happen after Liz woke up. Here are the events. Arrived at school or rode her bike. Well, next, Liz took a shower and ate breakfast. This makes sense. Now what would happen after she ate breakfast? Arrived at school, rode bike. Since it is the last events in the paragraph, Liz then rode her bike to school, and finally she arrived at school. So here's what it would say. First, Liz woke up with the alarm buzzing. Next, Liz took a shower and ate breakfast. Then Liz rode her bike to school. Finally, she arrived at school. This makes much more sense. Readers can easily follow the order of events now that we added sequence words. You're going to practice writing about your typical morning, and you're going to pick 5 events and list them in order. Then use sequence words to write a paragraph about your typical morning. A good formula to follow when writing a sequence paragraph is first, next, then, last. So you are going to be writing a paragraph describing your typical morning for question number 6. You are going to use transition words to signal the sequence of events. You should at least use first you do this, then next you do that, then you do this, and last you do that.